we have a new decklist, a new theory, a new way to combo. So now we can beat the tier 0 decks. I mean the tier element Ishizu. We are not playing double anymore because this new strategy revolves around beating that deck and not let them have a good amount of interruptions for us. So we are trying to ignore everything that moves in the graveyard and still managing to FTK going first with Infernoble, Ignis, Ignite variant. So hope you like this, hope you're ready to understand this. In this video we are just going to see replays, and then later on separate videos we are going to see the deck list, or maybe just straight line combos. I'm not subtitling anymore, so anything that I say that you don't understand, please let me know in the comments with a timestamp and I will explain myself there. So hope you like this video, see you there. Alright, let's begin with this awesome showcase of replays. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 replays. So first, we're going to see how this new version of the deck goes first. And as you can see, in this matchup, we are facing, this is game 3 by the way, this is some kind of Therion tier element. You know, at the end of the day, if they have tier element, they are part of the tier 0 decks. And they have Gamma, Super Poly, Droplets. Game 3, alright? So what are we going to do against this? Do we have a one card combo? No. Do we have Ogi or not? No. We have Gearfried, which is nice. So let's see what are we going to do when we go first. Fast forward, as you can see, that's a weak Isolde, that's 2 cards for Isolde. Normal summon Ignis, we want Ignis in hand, but it is what it is, alright? So Isolde gets the ad? No, doesn't get the ad, because in game 3 they know about the Ignites. I mean, they saw Ignis being normal summon, so Gamma there. Alright, that's really detrimental, that's really powerful. But guess what, we can extend because we have access to a second Isolde. Thanks to Durandal getting us red layer. We usually just play one for utility and it comes up like this. Now we summon Gearfried. Now I know, it sucks to use Gearfried to make Isolde, but if we are going to FTK, who cares? And now we get Ignis. Ignis makes Beyond. Beyond gets the second scale because we already have one. And now, Pen Summon. Now this is up to here. This is pretty standard. But remember, like I told you in the intro, now we don't play double. We don't lose to the tier 0 decks. We don't care too much about the shufflers. So without double, what are we supposed to do? It's really intuitive. Like, what's the one thing that destroys the meta? The tier limit. I mean, what is? It is called Necro Valley. Yep. Why search Black Garden and loop double into using the whole extra deck just to get rid of 3 cards? If we can simply search Necro Valley and accomplish the same. Because this is tier 0, we're going to encounter tier elements more often than not. So it makes sense to just search Necro Valley. I mean, this is game 3, so, but even if it's game 1, we just blind search Necro Valley every time. Or blind make Dweller, but Necro Valley is more powerful because that way, if they Dark Ruler droplets the monsters, we still have this. If they only have like a back row removal, we have Omni Negate. So now we summon Renault, get DDR, and as you can see, that's pretty easy. Now we are using this guy to get follow-up. Then we use everything to make a Palooza. And then we make Savage there because we have a Link in Graveyard. And yeah, Majesty making the monster that... No, sorry. Ignis making Majesty a tuner comes up here more often. Sorry for that. So now, we do summon Gearfried because we have the extra DDR. Put Necro Valley and that's it. Savage, Gearfried, Appaloosa, Necro Valley through a Gamma on Isolde, first effect. And now, do you know why is this powerful? Because we made this end board specifically to beat stuff like Dark Ruler, Droplet, Super Poly. I mean, they cannot Super Poly here because we have 3 different attributes, and if they Droplet Dark Ruler, we still have Necro Valley. So, good luck. Yeah, and now we get one follow-up, which is nice because then any top deck Ignite could be a full combo. Yeah, I mean, he cannot beat this. Yeah, he simply can't. So yeah, that's an example of the combo going first. Now we are going to see another example. This is again against tier element. This is a 50 card tier element, and I think this is game 2. Game 1 we decided not to play. He went first, started to combo, and we scooped. That was one of the first matches with this variant. Later on, I discovered that it is okay to let them play and try to break the board. Because they don't know what our deck does, they don't know where to interrupt us. Maybe they are not super good, so they could misplay on the interruptions. Because we are going to see later on 4 replays where we break boards. Alright? So maybe this was a good chance to do it, but I didn't know this deck was able to break boards. To break tier element boards. Anyway, so now we go first. As you can see, we spend 2 cards to make Isolde, to get Sublimation, to get 2 monsters in the extra deck. Now we summon Dolphin because Isolde is summon doesn't matter. This is just a bonus. This could not be there and it doesn't affect at all. Because we already have Ignis Ignite. That's the whole game plan. I mean, we just spent summon there. We don't need to make Beyond because we already had the extra deck monsters. Which means now we can utilize Ignis making something a tuner. And yeah. And we save Beyond for later if we need it. We summon Majesty, search Necro Valley like I told you. Discard TTT because it was useless at this point. We make Fleur there because 6-4. That's why it's nice to play the level 6 Ignite, because that comes up. Then summon Renault, get DDR. Make Roland. At this point we are not using Dolphin because we need more discard fodder. So we need to put Warriors in graveyard. We summon Ethereum, we summon this, and usually this means a Synchro 8, but here, like I told you, we need Warriors in graveyard, so we make a Appaloosa. Yeah, the Squeak usually has to be in graveyard for the Bull. If we already summon Bull, then Squeak is any other warrior. It can be banished, it's okay. Now with Dolphin, because we have Appaloosa, we can negate any of the effects. Yeah, we read that. We know we are winning because we have Necro Valley, they have Harpy, but we have 2 Omni Negates. As easy as that. And here, DDR could be follow-up, but we are just summoning a Dolphin again just because we can, and getting rid of another warrior. Another card, sorry, and searching a warrior. And now game 3, okay, this is where the going second part begins. But it is both sides, so as you can see, we have 3 going second cards, so we just let them full combo. The game plan with this new build is that we play cards that we usually don't play. We play stuff like Shifter, Lava Golem, Sphere of Ra. How? In Infernoble, in Warriors, how? Well, because with Ignis Ignite, we have a combo that ends on Necro Valley and Berserker of the Tenji, the Synchro 8, and their Shifter. And it's an okay 2-card combo, like we can do it pretty often. Because we play 10 Ignis. And then, how do we make Isolde without normal summon if we use Sphere of Ra or Lava Golem? Ignis Ignite. Pop them, summon an Ignite, search Flint. As easy as that. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it. You could also like scale 2 cards, pen summon like 3 monsters at the beginning. It depends on the hand, but it is doable to make Isolde without normal summon. That's why. And the idea behind those cards is that, oh, but they still have the shufflers in graveyard. Yeah, but we don't care about those shufflers. We're not playing double loop. So yeah, so anyway, going back to the replay. Sorry for that. We changed the Harpy for the Omni Negate. Now we have evenly. Yeah, they try to get advantage or maybe mess our plays. I mean, they think they can mess up our plays by making us, oh, mill 15, Isolde cannot resolve. Isolde mill 1, summon Renault, easy. And in this case, they mill Phoenix Blade, so that's even better. Because now we use this, if they want to shuffle it, then we Isolde mill it again. So like the only interaction they could use with the shufflers is on Blade. Yeah. They got rid of the Necro Valley, which it can happen, that's why we can play Dweller and still make the lock. But sometimes, if we just break the board, we don't need to make Dweller, like just making standard interruptions is enough. As you can see, we take the last interruption and proceed to full combo with Sublimation. Yeah, they use the shufflers right now on the Phoenix Blade because they realize they don't have a better chance to do it. They could do it on Bull, on Savage, equipping a link on Renault, but we can just play around that, you know? Like, we don't make Savage, we just make any other interruption, Nursing Grade or links. And thanks to Phoenix Blade and Gear Fit, we can have equips or monsters in the Banished Zone, so Renault can recover from the Banished Zone and play around those monsters. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Now we saw get at scale, mill summon. Now we recover from the Banished, like I told you. Play around the shufflers, get Gear Fit. And at this point we are just setting up any kind of interruption is good because they only have 2 cards to come back. Now here we grab this from the graveyard, but that's because they don't no longer have shufflers. If they do, we just search from the deck. Simple. We get Ignis, we pen summon, we make a Palooza, we pop them, we get Renault from the graveyard because we only have 2 Renaults both side right now. But yeah, again, there is no shufflers. If they had a shuffler, we just search anything from the deck. We summon it, don't make the effect because we already used the effect, it's just a free summon. Make Roland, and then Roland and this make Savage. Equip this, summon Gearfried. And what can he top deck to beat Appaloosa Gearfried Savage? Yeah, we didn't even make any Dweller. At this point the follow-up is anything because we are winning. Yep. Okay, GG. So going first, this deck is powerful and it is supposed to destroy the tier 0 deck. And I just proved it. I mean, sorry, this was going first and then going second, but now we're going to see everything about go second, okay? So we have another replay here. In this case, the opponent already full combo. I think this is game 1. And again on this board, I know it looks a little bit bad for the full combo, but hey, it's a lot. Dweller, Field Pop, this Bounce, this Negate, this Mill 5, so it's probably another interruption. And then they have 1, 2 shufflers, so they have up to 7 interruptions. And you know, when they mill 5, they could get maybe the 3 fusions, so 7 to 9 interruptions. But because we don't care about the shufflers, then it's 2 less interruptions. Because we don't care about the Dweller, it's another less interruption. So yeah, now what do we need to do? Well, we top deck the Necro Valley, which is insane. If we don't have this, the game plan would be Ignis Ignite, trying to summon Majesty to search Necro Valley. But right now, this is okay. We just need to bait the Field Pop, and then Necro Valley can do the job. How do we make that? Simple. Scales. The moment we scale 2, they could see coming a pen 4. If we pen 4, we just battle phase destroy the board. So they decide to pop 1 scale, which is understandable. Again, they don't know our deck, so they just pop 1. Here we could trigger Ignis. I think we decide not to do it because we don't want any interaction. Like we don't want to give them the chance to trigger Suliek to make this mill 5. We just use Necro Valley, and now the mills are useless, and the shufflers, they also are useless. Now we can proceed to combo. We get Ignis right now. We use this, get an scale, summon Majesty, get the field that later on could out Necro Valley if we need you know, to out our own Necro Valley. It could happen. Connect a normal summon. At this point we know they only have this as a monster negate. Sprint is not doing anything because this has no materials, so we just make it sold. Search this. If this was an interruption, we just probably trade battlefields with this. No big deal. Now we mill, he negates. It makes sense. But guess what? We just make beyond and go beyond that interruption. And just pen summon, pop 2. Alright, so game 3. Here, as you can see, his hand, he had everything. Gamma, Kelbeck, Hafinas. What else can he ask for? Yeah, 1, 2, 3 interruptions. We have the call by the Gearfried, which are really strong. Again, not a good normal summon. I think we have to normal summon this and maybe special summon Renault. Something weird like that. Oh no, sorry, we search Flint. We search another Ignis. Why though? Because do we summon Gearfried now? Oh yeah, we summon Gearfried. I think we just use him as a material for Isolde. Let's see. Ah, here he thought we were going to. I mean, we could just summon Renault, get Durandal, and then make this protect the entire combo. I think that was also a good choice because last game they used a lot of hand traps, so I think that was a good play. Now we just summon Renault, still get a +1. They trigger Cafinas, and it's fine because we have the call by if they hit something. They hit Reino. I mean, we have to negate Reino because Reino puts a tier element in the graveyard, so that monster is gonna trigger. And then Reino triggers, so that means 2 fusions. We have to call by that. Yeah, so that's what we do. Now we make Isolde, And we have Ignis Ignite, so GG. Now I think we should just summon Sublimation. He could use, he's going to use Calbec, yeah, that's like the best moment to do it. Bounce Isolde, but at that point Isolde was anybody. I mean, Squeak is the same value as Isolde, Sublimation is the same value, because we just need to summon Majesty, do the search, and then make Beyond. Yeah. As simple as that, man. The man had 3 hand drops. And I think this is full combo. Now we just spend summon 2. We make this for the follow-up. Now we pop the scales. We get Ethereum. Yeah, because if we don't search the Ethereum field, we can just search this. Why not? We just make a Palooza, and then Savage, and Necro Valley, GG, goodbye. And we have a good follow-up in the form of Durandal Ignite. I mean, he has 2 monsters on board, but what are they going to accomplish, you know? To get the field, Savage is just there for maybe an evenly a Mystic Mine, a big deal, you know? So, I mean, we know they don't have an out if they are under Necro Valley, but guess what? They did. The Undergod is insane because it's going to clear Savage and then it can destroy Appaloosa because it's going to negate the attack. So that was an insane, a crazy good move. Respect to the opponent. And now it looks like he's going to win under Necro Valley. Beautiful. But guess what? We have a lot of gas. Can we play under Necro Valley? I think you can get the answer for yourself. Getting a scale, getting a Renode. Normal, special, get a scale from the Vanish. That also plays around Necro Valley. Pendulum Summon. He had 2 arrows, so we just take advantage of that. We destroy, get an extender, summon that, make Fleur, make Isolde, get a Search. Don't even use Isolde effect. Use Unicorn, Battle Phase. We didn't even need the access code. Yep. So good try. He almost came back, but you know, we can just do a good follow-up under Necro Valley. Another example, another replay. Again, we are going second. This time, he went first. He made us middle 10. Do we hit something important? Yeah. This is no longer 1-card combo. As you see, in this case, we were testing with Ogier. He hit the 1 Gift. He hit. He knows he has to play around TTT because we play it. And he hit the Tyrion, which is unfortunate because we hard drew the Necro Valley. So now this doesn't have any extra value. Alright. Can we break this board? He has 1, 2, 3 Omni Negates at the very least. Sorry. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 Omni Negates. And then the Shufflers, maybe. Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah, and the Shufflers. They always have the Shufflers. Yeah, he's playing a really weird list. But hey, he put 3 Omni Negates. And this could mean something. This is like a happiness. Yeah. So how can we win? Again, Necro Valley. I mean, if we didn't search it, we would probably Majesty try to search it. So all we gotta do is bait some negates. Yeah, we get the Ignis. He decides to Omni negate the Ignis. If he negates on the activation, then this won't trigger. Yeah. Doesn't even go to the Pendulum Sun. He decides not to set. That's interesting. You can see we thought for a lot of time. Like we were, should we use Necro Valley? He negates use TTT, or TTT he negates use Necro Valley. We decided that Necro Valley by far is the card that we want to resolve because that baits a lot of stuff. So on this he mills. No, the mills are useless. We use Roar for any ignite. All we need is normal summon, really. Special summon, make Isolde. Now what can Isolde do under Necro Valley? Well, we just mill, summon Ignis. Make Beyond. He wanna mill 3? Sure. Oh, he wanna reduce the attack by 500? Sure. The mills don't matter because Necro Valley. We search a scale. So now we Pendulum Summon everything. We pop 2. Now we search for maybe Gearfried. Or Renode, okay. We summon it. Get Roland. Get the Tenji. Now the Tenji is insane because he can destroy both monsters. and he's like a good boss monster after all. Now we attack directly, and I don't think he can come back. I mean, this is not the strongest board, this is just one interruption, but we are in the Necro Valley. That's all we care. Yeah, he decided to quit. Like I told you, a big monster in Necro Valley is GG, most of the time. Now, for my other example, again, another full board. What do they have? Beatrice, Sprite Elf, Rule Colors, MST, and the good old Orange Kelvic. Insane, that's insane. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one shuffler. That's usually what I do, 7 interruptions, average. Do we have any strong going second card? TTT. So how can we do this? Do we have double normal summon? That's unfortunate. But again, they don't know our deck. So that's an advantage. So we start with 1 carry Salt. But I don't think we made the Salt in that spot. I think we want to bait this Sprite Elf. So we use Flint into Ogier. So at this point, we could try to bait Sprite Elf, but he already, we baited successfully. We could also, when this had a squeak, this has 18 attack, so we could use this, but we didn't want them to out this and then get a 2-for-1 value. Right now we have like 1-1-1 value, which is better. Now they mill, they use the effects, they get the fusion, the surges. He got the follow-up because he thinks he's going to win. Oh, sorry, he got the follow-up to summon Calero, so it was not really a follow-up. Yeah, he spins 1 instead of spinning 2, like I told you. Now with TTT, take, he had to use Beatrice right there. We take the Rule Colors because that's the another strong interruption. Now he tries to use Druid, but you know rulings, you know that's not possible. So anyway, he used a fusion to make Kit, and then Kit is going to search. Yeah. So now it is follow-up, finally. Then we summon Not, get the Gear Freed, make Salt, get a Scale. Now we have Ignis Ignite. He orange light on the second effect. Because until now, I mean, when he let the first effect resolve, he realized that we played Ignites too late. Because if they think we are not on Ignites, it is correct to go for this Isolde second effect. But anyway, now they get rid of this, they can mill 5. I think they already triggered all the graveyard effects that matter. Yeah, he used Rhino, he used this, but I mean, okay, he had Merly. Anyway, so now he had that. I mean, that's a giant wall, 6 monster, and he still have interruptions. So what should we do? Maybe bait the Dracostepeli on battle phase, but when it is the proper time to do it, not before. So at this point with Gearfried on board, I mean the Dracostepeli is not doing much, you know? Now Gearfried out, we gotta start outing the whole board. Yeah, we get rid of 2. I think that was a misplay, he should not have used Dracostepeli. But anyway, it didn't make the difference, we were going to out that monster anyway. Then he scooped, because we have this, getting a Scale, Pen Summon, pop 2, set up Necro Valley and negates. Super easy. Yeah. I think, yeah, that was like solo mode for me. So I just decided to go for it. Yeah, we were doing access code, then making this, then this, and yeah, GG. How could he come back? He couldn't. And for the last replay, let's see. Please be a strong board. Okay, let's see. So they have Elf, 1 interruption, Crime, 2 interruptions, Halero, 3 interruptions, Planet Pop, 4 interruptions. So he only has 4 on the shufflers. Yeah, this is also a strange build, not optimal. He has these cards, so maybe another interruption so he cannot die. Yeah. But still, I mean, whether they play a good build or a bad build, they can still set up a strong endboard, like this, for example. In this case, we only have Engine, but we are facing a quote-unquote not so good player. So let's see how it goes. So again, we always start baiting a Pendulum Summon. He let go. he only negates the heritage, first misplay, but hey, they don't know our deck. They read, you can search from deck or graveyard to hand, and we mill 10, so we have in graveyard Durendal and Renaud, but nothing too important, the field spell. So he only negates that, that's fine. Now we just popped for the normal summon. Summon this immediately, search an Necro Valley, discard Living Fossil because they have a Shufflers. So Living Fossil is not good in this scenario, that's why we just discard it. Now we use Necro Valley, and now the Shufflers are dead for the most part. They have to shuffle now, and we just don't care, honestly. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I thought this is a different scenario. So we wanted them to waste the pop. So Necro Valley was just a bait for the pop, because in this moment, if they pop that, then Kaleiro is no longer an interruption, because he has no way to special summon this or an Aqua, because he already used everything. I mean, and he doesn't have a level 2 for Merly, so Elf is not summoning Merly right now. So yeah, we decided that this was going to bait the last interruption. I mean, okay, he still have Keldo as a Shuffler interruption, but we just play around that easily. So now we just make this ult, get an Ignite. This is really important to play a high scale that it is not Ignis, these type of scenarios. Then he could use the Shuffler here on Bull, but Bull still gets summoned, so it's fine. It's not the end of the world. He decided to save the Shuffler. Now we summon this. I don't think we have anything good to summon, honestly. Now we summon Squeak. I think we just make a Pelusa. Yeah, okay, so now we are even more safe. We pen summon 3, we make IP, we get Renaud. We are going to OTK so badly. I mean, badly in a good way. Like, we're going to do a lot of damage. The Berserker, Draco, using those to go into Unicorn access code, then summon Gearfried. And yeah, we know the proper way to do this is to out them on the battle phase, so Elf cannot summon Merly. And yeah, super GG. Draco beats both, and then attack directly. And yeah, that was I don't know, easy. So I hope you like those examples. Oh, it is not over. Sorry, I thought that was it. I think we have one more showcase. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, that's the Shifter showcase. I think he insta scoops after we Shifter. Yeah. Do we solo mode this? I think we do. Okay, so we just showcase. We use this, get an scale. Okay, a different scale. Use the scales, get an Ignite. A level for Ignite. So then we just special summon, normal summon. Did you saw the combo? It's really easy, super simple. They don't play, and we set up Necro Valley Tenji, and we just win from there. There is not much to do. Later on, yeah, we can still put more bodies onto the board and apply pressure. So, as easy as that. I'm going to show you the decklist in a separate video, because again, new decklist, new combo means new theory. You already saw the deck in action. I hope you liked it, and now you just have to wait until I have time to record the profiles, or just be creative. You saw most of the deck on these replays. I think you can figure it out. I have like 2 or even 3 variants. One is with Ogier and Oliver, another is without them, because maybe you don't want to have too many normal summons, and you have to play Sublimation on every variant. Another variant is focused on going second, where we main like the bestials, because bestials are nice. You can just pen summon them. So yeah, I hope you like this new concept to beat the tier 0, or at least survive until the tier 0 format dies in the new ban list. Yeah, it was really exciting for me to showcase this. Any question, please let me know down in the comments. Okay, goodbye.